Good day, everyone. Romel Santiago here once again. You're watching Healing Horizons, and today's episode is deeply personal and perhaps one of the most significant ones we've shared yet. We're going to talk about a topic that profoundly affects many, yet often remains shrouded in silence: childhood trauma. My own journey through trauma began early in life. Before the age of 12, I had endured more than most do in a lifetime. I was given up to the state of Illinois by my mother to the courts when I was around 6 years old, and I grew up in the foster care system. A world where uncertainty and fear were constant companions. During those formative years, I experienced emotional, sexual, and physical abuse constantly. The ACE, or the Adverse Childhood Experience test, this scores various types of trauma, and my score was a 10 out of 10. Each point represents a different aspect of trauma that I, like many others, have endured. Dealing with this reality has been a long, and at most times, excruciating journey. The impacts of such early trauma are vast, affecting emotional stability, physical health, and the ability to form healthy relationships. Living with a high ACE score can feel like carrying a heavy burden alone. But it's important to remember that these scores are not our destiny. It's a starting point for understanding how to heal. The pain inflicted by abuse is not just physical. It scars the mind and casts long shadows over one's life. For years, I battled with feelings of worthlessness, trust issues, and my therapist still thinks that I have a lot of trust issues left, and a lot of fear. Healing began, though slowly, with acknowledging the trauma, admitting that the abuse was real, it was not my fault, and was a pivotal step towards healing. There's a big difference between admitting and believing. Noticing I said the first step was admitting it happened. Believing it took years. From there, therapy played a crucial role. I wish I could say my therapy journey was one that I learned what to do. Instead, I learned the opposite. I realized quickly that I needed more than just a space to bitch and complain. I needed answers. So I found them in books, in watching people, in asking questions, and in school. Although therapy was a safe space to unravel some emotions and begin to understand them, it lacked direction and solution. Through years of support from therapists, mentors, and peers, I learned crucial coping skills. Mindfulness helped me anchor in the present, while cognitive behavioral therapy techniques allowed me to reshape harmful thought patterns. Learning what I didn't want was easy. I didn't want to continue the suicidal thoughts. I didn't want to experience this explosive anger. I didn't want a lot. I taught myself ways of figuring out what I did want. Perhaps the most transformative has been the process of forging meaningful connections, building trust with others, and creating a chosen family have been vital to my healing. It took a long time for me to realize that blood relatives can be cut off, and some folks should never be allowed in my life, ever, no matter if they're a parent or a sibling. I learned how important boundaries were because I learned the pain that came along with not having them respected and constantly being dragged down. This opened up space for folks who could and who would and desired to be there for me the way I needed them to show up. These relationships have taught me that while I may have been victimized, I am not a victim. If you're watching this and you see shadows of your story in mine, know this: you are not alone. Your past does not define your future. Healing is possible. It's not easy, nor is it quick, but it is undoubtedly possible. Today I shared my story not for sympathy, but to stand in solidarity with those who have similar scars. I hate sympathy, but most folks only get to see the finished product of what we are. They don't see the pain that it took to get here. You all see a therapist. Now you get a chance to see a trauma survivor, still in progress. It's in sharing that we find strength and in openness, and we forge a path to recovery. Thank you for joining me today on Healing Horizons. And remember, this platform is here to support your journey. For those who might need professional help, I encourage you to reach out. You deserve to heal, to grow, and to thrive. Thank you for joining me today on Healing Horizons. And remember that Healing Horizons is designed to provide support and education about trauma. It is intended to complement, not replace, professional therapy. While we provide valuable information and guidance, this series is not a substitute for personalized advice from a licensed therapist. We encourage all of our viewers to seek professional help for personalized treatment and support. Thank you for joining us on Healing Horizons. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss our next episode. Goodbye for now, and remember, you are capable of moving beyond your trauma to discover a horizon filled with hope and renewal. Until next time.